So, but, because, although. I fail, I study. I pass, I study. I study, I pass. I study, I fail. It's confusing, right? Listen, guys, you study, then you pass the test, right? Or you fail the test. So, this is the action study, and this is the reaction. And this reaction could be positive, something good, or negative. Clear? Now, look. If the action leads to a positive reaction, use so. If the action leads to a negative reaction, use but. Like here, the action leads to a positive reaction. So what do we use when it leads to a positive reaction? So. So, I study, so I pass. But here, the action leads to a negative reaction. So what do we use when it leads to a negative reaction? But. But I study, but I fail. And here we start with a negative, and here positive reaction. So what's the rule here? When positive reaction leads to action, you have to choose because. When negative reaction leads to action, you choose although. Here we start with negative reaction. So we use although. I fail, although I study. And here we start with a positive reaction, so we use because. I pass because I study. Alright, you do this one. I called Tom and he didn't answer. But I want you to answer. Write it down in the comments, and thank you for watching.